Hey guys, got another gun here from my personal collection. This is definitely a strange prototype single shot rifle. This is a 9mm single shot. It's has kind of a gallery gun look about it. Of course, it's got some pretty unique features with the square receiver, very tiny action. Again, the gallery gun look is got small proportions. Like I said, just kind of I guess a youth gun. A little bit more about it. It has a Green Mountain barrel on it with a 1 in 10 twist, which is kind of a classic 9mm twist rate. 16.5 inch barrel, rifle length. It does have an AK pistol grip. Like I said, kind of a square receiver with a square trigger guard. Just kind of a very unique look there. I'll let you get a little closer look at it. It's got some weird proportions for sure. The wood, the stock is Kentucky coffee tree or Kentucky coffee bean. Kind of an odd stock material for sure. I use it a lot more in cabinets. I just had this Packmeyer ground to fit butt pad back here. Like I said, single shot rifle. There is an extractor there, but no ejector. I'll show you that in a second. And there's two locking lugs, and I'll show you how the action works. Let me do that real quick. When you cock it, the bolt comes out the back here that exposes the two locking lugs. Has a very nice trigger in it. I mean, it's got a nice little trigger in there. So yeah, fun little rifle. Like I said, 9mm cheap. It's probably only good out to maybe 100 yards. 9mm is, but it's just got a red dot on it because again, it's kind of a gallery gun or kind of a close-in plinker. But enough about it. Let's take it down the range and put a few rounds to it. Okay, let's do that. But yeah, a fun little just plinker. 9mm cheap ammo. Put some 115 grain bullets in it, and up to 100 yards, it's rattling steel every time. Just a fun little gun. Like I said, it's definitely got some weird ratios on it. That whole square, but it's a square action, but it's a very compact action. Um, I was just going to say the first step to take it apart for field stripping is there is a screw right here. You got to take that out, and the action should pick on up out of the stock. Let me do that. So like I said, I took loosened that screw. I went ahead and took the AK pistol grip off as well. Just makes it come out a little simpler. There's that stock. Like I said, very odd, little weird proportions on it. It's definitely a weird prototype one-off little stock. But that Kentucky coffee bean actually looks pretty nice. There's a little walnut piece here because there's a little lock nut down in here for the pistol grip. But enough about that. Let me change the camera view and we'll take a look at the action. Okay, here's that action. I mean, it's pretty compact. There's a piece of tape here just to keep the pin from falling out. But the first step to field strip this thing is there are four Phillips head screws up here, and then this whole top plate will come off the top. And you have to forgive, Phillips head screws. Those are not typical on most guns. But anyways, let me do that real quick. Okay, I got that top plate off. With the optic mounted on top, you might have trouble maintaining perfect zero with this configuration. But again, it's a strange prototype. Let's look at the action here. So when you cock it, the locking lugs come out the back of the receiver like that. So to disassemble it for cleaning, we can unscrew the bolt handle here, and this whole piece will just pick on up out of the receiver. Let me do that real quick. Okay, here's that little bow handle. And without that in there, you can actually disassemble this part. Again, this is kind of what you call it, a bolt carrier that rides in that square receiver there. And this is like I said, the locking lugs back here. Inside is the striker and all that assembly. And there's the firing pin. But yeah, you just want to make sure all that's good and clean. There's a little sear ramp right there where it cocks. When you turn the bolt, it will cock the firing pin back, and the striker catches down there in the trigger. But again, that's kind of an out of battery safety too. If the bow handle's up, this part's up and the firing pin can't protrude. Um, there is the little extractor right there. Like I said, no ejector. You just reach in there and fish it out yourself and load it manually. Um, there's the receiver right there. Not a lot to it. I mean, it's just a little tiny square, compact little action. I can take the trigger housing off real quick. There's just 3 screws right here. One here, one here, one here. And that'll be the final step to fuel strip it. Okay, got that off. It's just a simple hook style trigger. Definitely not drop safe, but functional. Of course, a trigger guard. The barrel's been blued, but none of the other parts have. All the other parts are steel, by the way. But that's normally as far as you take it down just to clean it. Again, here's kind of it all. Disassemble, not a lot to it. To reassemble, the first step is that we'll put that trigger housing back on there once we clean the receiver. So let me do that. There's all that back together. No, I've had this gun for probably almost 10 years. I don't shoot as often as I used to. But yeah, it still is fun just to go out there sometimes and hit steel at 100 yards. Not to get overly concerned about, MOA and stuff like that. But anyway, so the next step is we'll have to assemble the bolt here again, and we'll drop it back inside the receiver. Let me do that. Okay, I got that back down there. Next step would be to screw in the bowl handle and then double check that the locking lugs are all working right. I was going to say, if you guys really like this gun, I'd have a video over on my Rumble channel. It's Garage Guy 3006. There'll be a more lengthy video on Rumble if this really interests you. Okay, let me put this back together. Okay, all that seems to be working right. Again, you can see how the whole action works and about how the locking lugs turn. I'll show you that a little better. Back here, you can see how the locking lugs turn to fit through the back of the receiver like that, and then when you turn them down, well, they let me show you back here. They lock in, so hence everything stays nice and locked. A little compact action. But let me put that top cover plate back on. Hey guys, real quick, I do have some books available on Amazon from several guns in my collection. There should be a playlist on my channel called Books on Guns. There should be a video for each one of these. If one is missing, check over on Rumble. Sometimes the platform doesn't care for these videos. But again, available on Amazon. Check them out if you're interested. Okay, back to it. Okay, got that back together. Everything seems to be working nice. Sound like it's functioning. Let me drop it back in the stock, and I'll move the camera back. Okay, got that back together. Again, everything seems to be working nice. Last step would be to reattach that AK pistol grip. It goes on just the same way every AK pistol grip does through there. So let me do that real quick. But there it is all back together again. But certainly a unique weapon from my collection. Like I said, I don't have anything else that really kind of works like this or looks like this. But it's a real fun one to shoot. I should get it out more often. But yeah, very unique prototype gun. But hey guys, I appreciate it. Y'all be safe and God bless. Thanks.